Let me introduce myself. My name is Alen. I am CEO of Kaminari Click. We are an anti-fraud solution. So about the products, we were internally in 2019. There is a KADAM ad network. You may have heard of them. They do sell push, pops, and many other formats. So at that moment, ad network connected a lot of supply. And from that time, advertisers, affiliates started questioning the traffic quality because the traffic was flowing too much and the optimization needed to be done. So at that moment, the KADAM network started to look for the anti-fraud solution on the market, but couldn't find anything that would fit their needs. So basically, they started to implement their in-house solution, and since 2019, years gone by, technology rose, and in 2023, Kaminari Click went public. So once it went public, today is 2025, so 2 years gone by, and I believe we as a product have a lot of partners. I see some partners here who are already working with us, ad networks who work with our solution and making the traffic clean for the advertisers. So the product itself, we got the Cybersecurity Awards winner from the last year and this year also. I just want to get more acquainted with the audience. So basically, we mainly see fraud in different categories of businesses: ad networks, advertisers, affiliates, and affiliate networks. So I just wanted to ask you guys, like, what business do you represent? Are there any ad networks here? 1, 2, 3, 4. Wow, so many, so many, so good. The ad networks are like one of the main target audience for us, but nevertheless, we still work with the affiliates. Are there any affiliates here who are buying the traffic? Affiliates, I think they're still sleeping from the last night. Yeah, they do tend to do that. And for the direct advertisers, any product owners, dating, webcam, okay, good to see you. Thanks for joining. And the affiliate networks, affiliate programs, okay, thanks for joining. Few facts about me, just short ones, so you could understand like why do we need to listen to this guy. So I've been in the industry for 10 years, working in different ad networks and building in-house anti-fraud solutions there. And also, fun fact about me, I'm Vietnamese, but I lived in Russia for a long time. So if you approach me, you can speak to me in English, Russian, and Vietnamese. Okay, let me speak about the facts and numbers, because the numbers are most factual ones on which one we can start the discussion on. So according to the Juniper Research, this is an independent agency. They got the info that for the last year, 114 billion was lost to the fraud. So basically, it's more than $300 per day, and every second it's more than $3,000 being lost to fraudsters. So maybe we're on the wrong side of the part. Maybe we should all be just fraudsters and earn some money. I don't know. So basically, for each 3 clicks or impressions that you see, one of them could be fraudulent. And according to that case study, around 20 to 30% of that ad budget is gone to the fraudsters at the moment. So from there, I want to go to the Kaminari Click numbers. So right now in our platform, we check more than 10 billion checks per month from all of our clients, and we see that more than 3 billion of the hits are being detected as fraudulent. I wasn't really good at math at school, but I think that if we do some calculations, we can see that it's more than 30% of fraud, so I think that's correct numbers. I hope so. So this is the numbers that we have on our side. So asking the audience, so I believe that you came here because the topic was interesting for you. So do any one of you have any cases, had any cases of fraud that you saw on your offers, on your traffic lately? Anyone wants to say? Yes? Do you know how much you lost on fraud? But you've seen it, right? A little bit. Okay, got it. So let me move further. Before we dive deeper into the fraud trends, I want to start from the sharing the experience on what types of fraud is there, because sometimes when we someone hears fraud, everyone has different contexts. So basically, we divide fraud into 4 main categories. The one of them is traffic fraud. So basically, it's spoofing, it's emulating fake devices, it's switching geos, and many more. So this all connects to that we don't have real users, but all of them are being emulated. And I will tell you more about that later. Okay, for the payment fraud, it connects more to the direct advertisers. So many of you may see that the users, the clients who are getting on board on your product, they may be using fake credit cards, doing the chargebacks. There could be like a referral fraud where someone takes your referral link and uses it again and again. So this is all about the payment fraud. Bonus abuse. So some of the products provide the welcome bonus when you sign up, and of course, if you are able to make some money on it, some fraudsters are finding the way to sign up a lot of accounts, do some like basic fraudulent activity to show you that something is happening for them to get those bonuses. And the lead fraud, also for the CPL cases, whenever the advertisers are paying for the signups, for example, single opt-in, double opt-in, so all those leads are also can be generated by the fraudster. So now I want to dive deeper on the pain points that the 4 categories that I mentioned before face. So for the ad networks, for example, I'll just show you a funnel where, for example, affiliate signs up in the ad network. He heard something good about the ad network. He tops up the account with like $100 to do the test. He launches the campaigns and get like 80% of fraud traffic. So what will he do? He will just say, oh, this ad network is bad. He will go to the forum like STM or somewhere and he'll just write bad reviews about the ad network. The ad network will have the reputational damage and also dispute with the publishers. This is the thing that ad networks don't really want. And I will also add the case studies where Kaminari Click is working with clients such as ad networks. So one of the cases that we had is that advertiser came to us because, ad network came to us because advertisers, big ones, they stopped working with them because of the fraudulent traffic. And later, after the integration has been done in like 1 week, they saw the fraud sources, banned them, and got advertiser back. So they got more than $60,000 in ad revenue by cleaning the traffic, by detecting it. For direct advertisers, so these are the players that are responsible for the final P&L, for the final revenue, for the final users that are coming to their products. So if they do the internal media buying or if they're working with the affiliates, some of them are good, some of them are trying to do something bad to them. So what they get in the end is the distorted metrics where they can't really understand where is the genuine good affiliate and where is not, and they can ban the good ones and don't see the bad ones, and this also the inability to get the transparent analytics leads to those problems. So for direct advertiser, the case that we had also is the advertiser was working on the CPL model with the leads, with the free signups, and each weekend, each Saturday, exactly at 8 a.m., whenever all the managers were sleeping, the fraudsters were flooding them with fake signups to get the payouts. So, and also they couldn't understand from which geo sources they were. So by implementing Kaminari, they were able to pinpoint those guys and get them. For the affiliates, so basically I already told you the case example when they work with ad networks, but nevertheless for affiliates, The main thing is that whenever they launch campaigns in different ad networks, in different sources, they usually see like thousands and thousands of sub-IDs. And as you know, not all of them have enough budgets to optimize, to understand all the sources. And often some offers are like with high payouts, for example, in gambling for the first time deposit, they have to run a lot of traffic in order to understand if the source is working or not. So in case of using Kaminari, they are solving two issues. The first issue is that they are able to understand how much fraud is there on each sub-ID before the conversion fires. So basically they just need to like send 100 clicks to each source, they see the traffic quality and they blacklist it in advance by saving their budget. And the second thing is communicating with the traffic sources, with ad networks. So as I said before, some ad networks are already working with Kaminari and they already use our numbers in order to understand where the fraud is and where it is not. So we do also provide the public reports where affiliates provide them to the ad networks, but it doesn't always work. It's like I'm saying in advance, I'm trying to be honest that it's not going to work like if you just pull up the report and the ad network will go to you and say, oh yeah, okay, let's refund all the money for you and go ahead, because everybody's making money, everybody wants to do the business. But anyways, the cases that we see is that whenever affiliates have those reports, those affiliates look more credible with those ad networks. So they are able to get the whitelist, the better zones, and sometimes they get the refunds or they get the balance on their accounts. Next one, affiliate networks. So basically, as I see it, affiliate networks can be divided in two parts. Affiliate networks that are adjacent to the direct advertisers, like who has their own products. But here I will say more about affiliate networks that are just the middleman between the affiliates and between the direct advertisers. So I feel their pain. I feel their pain with the double-sided pressure because they don't always know what's happening. They just get the traffic from the affiliates, they wait for the reports from the direct advertisers that send them the data like once a month. And based on that, they just go back to the affiliates and say, okay, we won't pay for this, we won't pay for that. And this is double-sided pressure because they are not able to get any data before. That leads to the bad reputations because they want to keep affiliates with them. They want to keep the reputation between the advertisers when they launch like new advertisers. They want to get new limits, new cappings, and sometimes it's important to understand the quality of the leads. So on this case, we do also have partners who are affiliate programs. Some of them are also here, where they are able to not only check the incoming traffic, but also check the leads that are coming through their ad affiliate platform, and to understand in advance if this lead, it could be fraudulent, it could be suspicious, or it could be good. So they are like hedging themselves before that, and it helps their reputation and their profits. Let's go from the theory to the practice. Let me check if this video will launch. Yeah, so basically some of you use ChatGPT. Some of you may use the agent. It's basically the tool where ChatGPT emulates some kind of device. And in this personal experience, we just provided the info, the landing page where the sign up could be made. We provided all the info that should be input on that landing page. And in this example, after the prompt has been sent, we see that the bot automatically goes on the landing page, automatically fills in the data, and automatically submits the form. And all of this has been done in just 1 minute from the ChatGPT Plus that I have on my account. So as you can see here, if even this action can be done just by a single user, and I hope that we don't have any fraudsters here. Please don't take this advice. It's not gonna end well for you. But nevertheless, what I'm trying to say is that AI is making it more easier for the fraudsters to generate the fraud. So this is a simple case, but just think about the case where they could automate this process. They could generate like fake proxies, fake anti-detect browsers, and farm all these fraudulent cases. That's a huge hit to the industry, to all of us, and yeah, it's just a practical example. So let me go further and tell you a little bit more under the hood. So how does anti-fraud solutions and Kaminari as well detect bots? And here I would just use an analogy. So I think some of you went to the nightclubs before, right? I think so. We're all adults here. Yeah, it could happen. And some of you met the bouncers there, like AC/DC, the guys who are like checking and deciding if they want to let you in or not. So based on that analogy, let's take an example of some person, a fraudster, that is coming to the nightclub. And the first thing that bouncers does, he asks for your ID. He's like, give me your ID, and he starts checking like, what is your name? Is the photo is the same? What is your age? Are you eligible or not? So basically, the anti-fraud solutions are doing the same. They are gathering all the data that they can see whenever user comes to some specific page. I will tell you a little bit more about it later. And they scan all the available data that they have in order to understand if he's real or not. Is he like faking, you know, like some guys are buying like fake IDs whenever they are not 18 yet, trying to buy alcohol and etc. etc. So this is the case of like tech analysis in our like affiliate language by checking the technical parameters. The second one is behavioral checks. So getting back to the example, the bouncer also looks at the person and he sees, are you happy? Are you drunk? Are you fine? Can you talk straight? Will you cause me any damage whenever you get into the club? So basically, he does the behavioral analysis. So in terms of technical stuff, what anti-fraud solutions do is they basically analyze the activity of the user, how he scrolls, how he touches the screen, how long he's staying on the page. Because if it's the genuine user, like classic reCAPTCHA, it can detect the real human being and the fraudster who is trying to fake it, because all the things that he does is sometimes automated, and it's sometimes like takes the same amount of time to make a fraudulent activity. And the third thing is environment lookup. So basically, getting back to the example, the bouncer, when he checks the person, he also checks the surroundings. So, for example, where did you come from? Did you walk? Did you take the taxi? Are you drunk and taking your car with you? Are you crazy, man? And something like that. So the environment lookup is basically also what anti-fraud solutions are doing to see the environment that is around those users, those devices, those geos, and everything else about it. So getting down in the Alice in the Wonderland hole, so I will give you a little bit of the context on the technical things in terms how it usually works. So basically, in order to perform a technical analysis, it takes around 200 milliseconds for the JavaScript code to be fired, and it usually happens on the landing pages, on the transit pages. So whenever the user goes from seeing the banner, seeing the ad, and clicking and getting onto the offer. And whenever that happens, the scripts of anti-fraud solutions, they gather all the available data, like IP, device IDs, browser versions, and everything like that. And also, if the user lands on the page where he can spend some of the time, the pattern analysis takes place where, as I said, all these like mouse scrolls being checked. And after this being done, I do often get the response from the clients that, well, if you see the bots and if you block it and if it's false positive, what do you do? how we can trust you that you are like saying properly that this user is bot or not. And in this case, I want to tell you that it's not always about black and white, about blocking or not. Anti-fraud solutions can be used as a monitoring tool. So you just check the user, you get the result, you drive the user forward to the landing page, and after that you perform a decision. This is the one option. The second one, as I said, is blocking, and the third one is, for example, having two paths for the users. So if the user is good, he's gonna get the good page. If the user is bad, he's gonna be blocked. He's gonna be sent to the page where he can't do anything, just play some click and clack and everything like that. So, speaking about anti-fraud solutions landscape. So overall, as you heard me speaking, there are different kind of anti-fraud solutions on the market. And I would say that there are mainly three categories. The first category is the solutions that focus on the traffic, on all those emulations that I was talking about. And the second are on the leads, on all this fraudulent activity inside the product whenever the sign up has happened. And the third one is the payments, as I said, chargebacks, stolen credit cards, and everything else. Speaking about Kaminari, also I want to be transparent for you. I don't want to say that we are the best at everything. I believe that if you want to be good at something, you could focus on something at once. And I believe that Kaminari's unique value proposition is that we are best at detecting emulations and not real users, all those Linux machines and the anti-detect browsers that is happening. So we are good at detecting that traffic and also leads that are generated by those emulations. For the payments, you can find my colleagues here. They're also running there, working on their products. So now we're getting to the most important part. I think that's what you heard about this topic, like what are the trends. This is the main goal. I think, so based on what we've talked about for the past 20 minutes, is getting the context on how anti-fraud solutions are looking on the market. And I would like to tell you about the trends that's going to happen in this year and the next one. So we hear the AI word everywhere. It's a buzzword, 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 like AI is going to do this, AI is going to do that. But as I already showed you in the example of the GPT, what I personally see is that fraudsters are moving from the simple fraud, like cost per mile, cost per click fraud, when they do generate it to get more money, for example, from the ad networks, and they are moving to the more sophisticated kind of fraud, like cost per action, cost per lead, cost per sale. And not only they are using their fraudulent devices, but they start buying all these farms, bot farms. So I don't know why. It's maybe a coincidence, but there are some kind of groups of fraudsters in Vietnam. And whenever I say that I'm a Vietnamese anti-fraud like CEO, they're like, are you maybe just doing the fraud on the side? Why so? Yeah, and there are like a lot of TikToks and YouTube videos on the market where some group of people, they have like 20 Android phones, 20 iPhones being set on the wall with those proxies where they emulate like fake views, fake conversions and everything like that. And it's getting hard to catch them because unless they do the same kind of activity, unless they have some like patterns that could be taken from them, like one IP range or like some activity in specific time, it's the thing that's gonna move further in this and the next year, that's gonna make our lives harder. But what I say about AI, it's not only helping the fraudsters, but it also can help the anti-fraud solutions. So basically what we can do on our side is also implement the AI in order to detect those fraudsters better. In this type of actions, usually machine learning is going to be implemented to, as I said, detect all these chunks or groups of fraudulent activities. One thing that is important in developing those AI and machine learning solutions is try to not to get as many false positives as possible, because at the end of the day, the clients want to get genuine users. And whenever the machine learning instrument is implemented incorrectly, it's gonna learn on the false data set that's gonna lead to the false positives in the future. So it's also a thing that our anti-fraud community has to focus and combat. Speaking about regulations, so there is a lot going on. I just heard that UK is trying to implement the age verifying solutions, and every publisher today is like, what's happening? What should we do? So yeah, of course, affiliate marketing, ad tech is also being regulated, trying to be regulated. And what we see right now is that in future, traffic sources, ad networks, Meta, TikTok, they will not only be responsible for delivering the traffic, but they will also be responsible for the quality of that traffic. So there are new laws and regulations that are going up that's trying to make them comply with the rules and try to catch all those bots beforehand. Regarding our industry, we're like some part of the whole edtech. Of course, regulations are coming a little bit slower to us, but nevertheless, what we see right now is that, for example, at Kaminari, partners are adding checked by Kaminari badge on their websites, because slowly we're getting our recognition, and whenever advertisers are seeing that this client is using Kaminari Click, it builds trust. Yeah, the next trend is that anti-fraud solutions are becoming a standard practice. So according to the numbers, we see that overall the spendings on the anti-fraud solutions are rising 17% per year. Clients from the industry are forced to invest in the anti-fraud solutions, either develop their in-house solutions or either get to connect the third-party ones. So looking at the 3 years ahead, as I said before, right now we see 114 billion lost to the ad fraud, and in 2028 the numbers will only rise and it will get to the 170 billions. So if those losses are gonna be left unchecked, this will be damaging the business more and more, and only human and AI interactions will help to fight that fraud. One little fact that I wanted to also share with you is that you know the Google indexing, right? The Google going through the pages and indexing it and trying to top the websites up in the Google search. So in a recent report in July 2025, it says for one Google indexing check, ChatGPT is making more than 150, maybe thousands, I forgot it by now, but it's a huge multiplier on the amounts of checks being made. So these are the crawlers. These are also the bots who are visiting those websites. And although they don't want to damage the businesses, but they still get to the affiliates, to the advertisers. They are still buying this traffic that is being crawled by the bots. And as you see, as LLMs, ChatGPT is developing, the amount of checks will only rise. And I get a number that's around 2028, the amount of bots, non-humans in the internet space will be more than 80%. It will be like Wild West and people only using GPT to find and look up for everything. So I'm slowly coming to the end. So the main point that I wanted to share with you about today is basically fraud is a thing that's not to be left behind. It's the thing that is damaging our businesses today. And I believe that we are the ones responsible to get the traffic clean, to get the results for ourselves and for our clients. So anti-fraud is not always like plug and play and see the results tomorrow. And I believe that you should start at least looking at it today, or unless you will be swarmed by the competitors. So there are three things I can offer you based on this meeting that you came up today. So the first thing, if you are just going by looking to hear more about anti-fraud, you can just scan this QR code and follow our social media in order to know more news about the anti-fraud industry. Because on our account, we often share the news, share the statistics, so just to keep up to date. For the ones whose business was mentioned today, we have prepared a PDF report where we highlight the pain points that the businesses face whenever they see the fraud. So this is the free report. You can download it, you can share with your colleagues, and get to know more about it. I will get to this QR code later on. So, and the last one, whomever thought that my speech may brighten their minds and they think that it's the time to check their traffic, at Kaminari Click we do offer the free traffic audit. So basically what you can do, you can scan this QR code in order to request a call with our managers, and we will perform a free trial for you, and we will provide you with a report whether your sources are fraudulent or not, where are they detected, so you can know more about it. And as you see here, we have a promo code for 10% of the first payment. You don't have to pay until the end of the month. You just need to go now, leave your request, go back home, chill, relax, have a call, and later on just fix the promo code with you. So I'm just gonna leave these QR codes for a while if anyone wants to scan it now. So if you have any questions you want to ask, if you want to know anything more about the anti-fraud overall, I'm always happy to connect, and I'm always happy to share the insights with you. Thank you for joining the session.